What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to be having a chat about some lovely new Green Digimon which are coming out in New Evolution. We've talked about a bunch of Green Digimon so far, obviously. We've talked about a bunch of Green Digimon so far, but there are a bunch, and there are some vanilla ones we're not going to get to in this video. But in this video, we're going to go through all the Green Digimon from New Evolution that we've not yet talked about, and that have abilities. And I should give a shout out as we're starting here to the lovely Ian Elliott, who helped us out with some of the names of these Digimon here. So let's start off with COOwagaman, a level 4 Digimon. It is a 4 cost to play normally, 2 cost to evolve, 4,000 power. Yeah, pretty standard. As far as stats go, that's pretty standard. But it does have itself a little bit of a skill as well. When you play it, put one of your opponent's Digimon into rest mode. Oh. Now again, we are talking a play skill, not an evolution skill here. So you do need to be a little bit careful. You've got to play it normally, not play it to evolve a Digimon. But it's only a 4 cost. But you just get to rest one of your opponent's Digimon. And we've been talking over and over again about Green Digimon and green cards and the advantages you can get from putting your opponent's Digimon to rest. Just yesterday, we went and had a look at Fremont, one of the new Digitama, and that's got a lovely skill whereby if 2 or more of your opponent's Digimon are at rest, you get an extra 2,000 power, which is good. This is going to help you out. Of course, it is basically just the Digimon version of Flower Cannon. Flower Cannon is a 2 cost option card that puts one of your opponent's Digimon to rest. Or if you're not in the mood for playing Flower Cannon, how about Mega Electro Shocker? Now that is a 3 cost, and it could just do the same thing, rest one of your opponent's Digimon. Or it could rest 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 power or less. Weirdly enough, Flower Cannon is actually a better security skill. It rests all of your opponent's Digimon without blocker, whereas Mega Electro Shocker just does what it normally does if it's a security card. Why would you play this over Flower Cannon? And stop me if this sounds a bit obvious. I mean, except for the artwork, which is phenomenal. Seriously, the artwork on this set as a whole is just ludicrous. Because it's a Digimon. Yeah, you're paying 4 cost rather than 2, but then you've got a 4,000 power Digimon on the field ready to use, evolve, etc. So, if you're looking to rest Digimon, this one's kind of got your back. But maybe COOwagaman doesn't do it for you. How about Woodman? And I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, some of you are going to look at Woodman and go, hang on a second. That looks just a little bit familiar. Take a look. Take a look at the stats. Take a look at the skill. I don't know how good your Japanese is, incidentally, but just take a little bit of a look. Because it should look a little bit familiar. You see, it looks startlingly similar to Grizzlymon, or Unimon, or Coredramon. You see, it is the exact equivalent of those cards from the starter decks. Exactly the same stats, 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to evolve, 6,000 power. Exactly the same skills. It is a blocker, which is to say if your opponent tries to attack either a Digimon or your security, you can put this in rest mode and redirect the attack towards it. But if you attack, you give away 2 memory. Now, we've talked about this card a lot because we've talked about the other cards a lot. And I've shown you quite a few games using the tutorial app where we've actually used those 3 blockers because they are all playable with the tutorial app. So what I'll say very simply is, it is exactly the same as them. It's really nice to have a blocker. It's really nice to evolve up into it so you're not overpaying, and it's nice to leave it there ready to block your opponent's attacks. As an attacker, it kind of sucks. Yes, 6,000 power is really high for a level 4. I mean, if we look at all the green level 4s we've seen so far, because they're all in New Evolution, this is the most powerful of all of the level 4s. I mean, it's got the same power as Mega Kabuterimon, who's a level 5. But you've got to give away 2 memory when attacking. And if you've got 1 or 0 memory at the point you attack, You actually pass the turn over to your opponent in order to attack. You've been warned, ladies and gentlemen. Love that we've got it. Because remember, the other three all came out in the starter decks. Green didn't get a starter deck. And I've already told you, Green got a little bit screwed on Digitarmor. Green have 2 Digitarmor, the other colours all have 3. So it's nice that they did get this lovely blocking option as well. Go Woodman. How about COOwagaman? Again, my pronunciations here probably aren't great. I apologise. What we have here is a level 5 Digimon. 7 cost to play normally. That's about right. 2 cost to evolve is low. We expect to pay 2 costs to evolve a level 4. We don't expect to pay it for a level 5. Although I should mention Lilymon is also a level 5 with an ability that only costs 2 to evolve. Green Digimon, more than the other typings I think, are a little bit cheaper to evolve. Then again, we could look at Digitarmamon that costs 3 to evolve as a level 5, which is actually a bit more expensive. And another one we'll look at in a minute. So maybe let's say Green Digimon are less uniform in their evolution costs than normal. And 6,000 power is fine. That's about what we expect. But we have an inheritable skill here. And the inheritable skill reads, on your turn, when this Digimon defeats an opponent's Digimon in battle, gain 1 memory. That's cool. It's got an inheritable skill, so you only use it when you actually get up to a level 6. But you take out a Digimon and you gain a memory. And gaining memory is good. Memory is a resource that lets you do everything in the game. I mean, if we compare that to Mega Kabuterimon, if there are 2 or more resting Digimon when you attack, you get +1 memory. Oh. Yeah. This is kind of my problem here. It's got the exact same stats as Mega Kabuterimon, but you've got to destroy a Digimon in battle, rather than just your opponent has 2 resting Digimon. And we talked about this with the Digitarmor Fremont yesterday. You've got so many options. We've already seen one in this video, where you can put your opponent's Digimon to rest. And if they attack on their turn, they're going to be resting naturally anyway. So I'm not sure how often Mega Kabuterimon is going to fail, which means, you know, COOwagaman here, there has got to be more turns where this Digimon can destroy your opponent's Digimon than your opponent has 2 resting Digimon. And maybe there will be, but I'm sorry, I think I'd probably go Mega Kabuterimon over it. Sorry. And then finishing off with another level 5, we've got Jag Amon. I love the design of Jag Amon. It basically looks like kind of a naughty doggy who's covered himself in rocks. Or if a dog went in the spaceship and got turned into the Thing instead of Ben Grimm. Either way, digging it, ladies and gentlemen. Now in terms of stats, 7 cost to play normally, 3 cost to evolve. Standard for other types, but I'll be honest with you, yeah, we've seen so many Green Digimon that can evolve as a level 5 for 2, I'm a little bit sad. And 7,000 power is on the high end for a Green Digimon. And it's got a non-inheritable skill. And I love this one is phenomenal. I should probably tell you what it does, shouldn't I? Okay, here we go. When you attack, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may evolve into a level 6 you find there without paying the cost. How good is that? This is phenomenal. Find yourself a Hercules Kabuterimon, and you could evolve by paying 3, or you could just evolve normally. Yes. Or indeed, COOwagaman, that's the one that's got Pierce and on your turn has 15,000 power, but it costs 4 to evolve, it's very expensive. Oh no it doesn't, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no it doesn't. And this incidentally is why it costs a bit more to evolve. Yes, it's an expensive evolution, I get that entirely. But in theory, you should, if you're lucky, be able to evolve for free. That's redonkulous. Now, this will lead to some awkward situations. There will be turns where you're sitting there and you've got a level 6 in hand, but you don't want to pay to play the level 6. You want to attack and draw into it. But the good news is you don't actually have to make that choice. Because what you do is you attack with it, If you hit the level 6, yay! If you don't hit the level 6, then you evolve normally. But it's not that easy. You got 7,000 power. What if you attack and hit a 10,000 power security card? You get destroyed, but had you already evolved into COOwagaman, you would have survived. Also, you're attacking as a 7,000 power Digimon rather than a 15,000 power Digimon with Pierce. See where I'm going with this? You can wait until you attack to decide whether to evolve from your hand or not, but then you run the risk of losing the Digimon before it evolves. But if you pay to evolve, you might be wasting that memory because you could have just evolved when you attacked. But I do think this is a phenomenal skill regardless. And this only really becomes an issue when you've got a level 6 in hand that you want, so it's not going to happen all that much. You are a 7,000 power Digimon, so there will be turns you go down. Honestly, I like this way more for attacking resting Digimon than I do for attacking the security stack. This is one that I think you really want to guarantee you're going to survive. Now, I'm fairly sure the ruling here is that if you hit the level 6, you evolve up and then attack. I could be wrong, we're not 100% sure, but I'm fairly sure that's the ruling, which means if you hit that COOwagaman, you are attacking as a 15,000 Digimon with Pierce. The problem is, unless you've got some way of looking at the top of your deck, and I don't think we've got that at the moment, you don't know if you're going to hit it. So it's pretty ballsy to attack into a 12,000 power Digimon going, I'm going to win this fight if I hit COOwagaman in the top 3 cards, and then lose if I don't. Sounds like fun. Either way, the fact that you can evolve for free is kind of ridiculous, and I am loving it. Cool. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the new Green Digimon, and that's what I think about all of them. But I'd like to know what you think about all of them. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts, me nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wossy. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, all kinds of good stuff. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.